sort of 72. She wants a packet of fags, let them have them.
She was 72 September, wasn't she? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but it was that's.
Do you actually think that would be a good idea to give a 6-year-old with an Asian disease a packet of fags?
That's what they want. That's what they want.
And a pint of Tennants.
All the stress and that she goes through. It was saying something about how she has to have a passport picture done every 3 months or something. Do you know what I mean? No. That's what she's dealing with. So that was probably the way.
Can we just say that Karl doesn't take the mickey out of these freaks, of these people? I
just, it's things that fascinate me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Things like that are weird. And things that, there's certain things that people get excited about that I think, well, what do you get excited for?
Like what?
News. Do you know I normally do the headlines and that?
Yeah. Have we got any headlines?
Not really, because there isn't that much going on.
That's
what annoyed me though. There was something about a woman who's going up Everest on a bike. Do you know what I mean? And they were like, oh, brilliant. But I don't think that's that good. When someone's done it walking...
Where would the woman who complained about you come in the years chart?
That's the woman with the enormous head. Lest we forget. She took offence to some of the comments you made on the show, and rightly so.
I was out of order, and so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I'll just explain again that Karl. It's the freak of the week is sort of like more of a punchy catchphrase than a derogatory term, and Karl's fascination and childlike. I think we'd have to include Karl in the roundup.
Yeah.
He'd certainly be in the top 10.
The fact that she didn't sort of pursue any official complaints means that, she's a bigger person than you, Karl.
Yeah, really, because,
Certainly,
Well, so...
Headways. She is. Karl, you're going to do some news.
Well, like I said, there hasn't been that much going on. There's a story about a fella who hasn't eaten for 70 years.
Right. He hasn't eaten, that's all the information you're going to give us?
Yeah, hasn't eaten for 70 years, hasn't had a drink, but he's alright.
That's rubbish then. Next.
It's not rubbish.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Next. Well, what is it? How is that? How is a man not eaten or drunk for 70 years?
It's that thing, isn't it? Your belly gets used to it or something.
Steve, has he misinterpreted it or is it rubbish?
Well, to be honest with you, it doesn't actually offer any explanation. It just says that that's what happened.
Right, so that's rubbish.
It doesn't go on to
next.
A woman's had 6 organs transplanted. Woman needed a new kidney, a new heart, a new stomach, a new liver, new kidney, intestine.
Does that mean that she's the same woman?
I know. You'd just say forget it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Well, not really. The organ is just a lump of tissue.
If you're that knackered, call it a day. Don't waste time with that.
Yeah, good advice.
There's a woman who hasn't slept for 8 years as well.
Well, that's impossible.
Again, you want to see that, Steve?
Yeah.
That's the news for the week.
Yeah, all rubbish. Next. Do you want to apologise once more for anyone you might have offended over the year?
Yeah, like I say, I never want to upset anyone.
No, it's just chatting. It's from the heart. You see something, you say, oh, it looks a bit like so and so, or isn't it a bit? You're not really, you don't really try and hurt anyone's feelings, do you?
But I think most people know that.
And I've got to apologise for laughing at anything you say. I actually can't help it. Again, it's not vindictive, but when Karl comes up with some of the things he says, it's impossible for me not to laugh or react. So have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Well, before that, Rick, is there some final for the year monkey news?
Tell you what, let's play a good song.
Okay.
Right, we'll have a bit of monkey news, and then that's it.
A bit of Amy Mann, then.
Yeah.
Brilliant, this one. No Choice in the Matter by Amy Mann on XFM 104.9. Well, now it's monkey news.
Well, before monkey news, Rick, can I just mention to people, if they enjoyed that version of Free Love Freeway that we played earlier on the show, the kind of alt country version, that was by Ben O'Sullivan, and hopefully if you check out his website, if you're interested, you probably can download something, or maybe he'll tell you when he's going to release it. That's benosullivan.com, one word, benosullivan.com. Good luck to Ben, Happy New Christmas to him, and New Year, best of.
Rearrange these words into a well-known phrase of the time of year. Initials NC. Okay.
Play the jingle.
Oh! What is it?
Chimpanzee.
Oh yeah. Chimpanzee that! Monkey news.
Right, well, the last one of the year. It's not that good, but this is all that's been going on all week.
Yeah.
Little monkey. What happened is, it's this plane, right? Aeroflot, I think it is, Russian airline. Having a good flight, everything's going normal and that.
This is to be live with us. The pilot, sorry, I mustn't interrupt myself. How tall was the pilot on this flight?
Okay, listen, we've had a few complaints, people saying don't interrupt. Don't interrupt.
Steve! Okay.
Don't interrupt.
Okay, I won't then.
It's like the weather girl complaining whilst Trevor McDonald's doing it.
Okay, alright. Go on then.
Alright, so, the flight's going well. Food's been served and all the rest of it. Anyway, someone gets upset about not having many nuts.
Right, they've not got enough nuts.
They have the nuts out and that. One of the sort of passengers is going mental.
What's he saying?
He's just
What
going
language
mad.
is he talking? Is he Russian or English?
So anyway, there's a bit of a fight going on. A fight starts happening. People are going, "What's up with that little fella?" Right?
The little hairy bloke.
So they sort of drag him.
What's wrong with Bob Hoskins? And why is he screaming? Why isn't he talking in his usual Cockney accent? Why is Bob Hoskins screaming and grabbing at nuts?
So you've ruined it. Anyway.
Come on, forget it.
What have I ruined?
Right, Rick, turn his microphone off.
Okay.
You.
So anyway, there's a fight going on. Nuts are going everywhere, right? So they manage to tie him down. They get him on the floor, tie his legs up and that, right?
His little legs.
Get him.
Come on.
See you later. Have a good Christmas.
No! How dare you? Finish the story.
All that happened is they got back. It turned out that he shouldn't have been on the plane anyway.
Why?
His passport wasn't valid.
Right.
And you can't cause problems on planes and that. So he got put in a cell for a bit. Turned out it was a little monkey. All right?
Quick question. How did he complain about the shortage of nuts?
Yeah.
He's just going mental.
Right, he didn't actually call over the stewardess, he just...
Well, how did he get on the plane in the first place? What ticket did he have?
Have a good Christmas and that.
But you know it's rubbish. You must know that's rubbish. You must know that's rubbish.
All the best.
You must know that's rubbish.
Where was he going?
Comfort and Sound by Feeder on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
But no Karl Pilkington.
No,
He's in Lanzarote.
Lanzarote.
But we have got a very, very special stand-in. It's Camfield. Say hello.
I'm so excited to be here. It's been, the things I've learned in the last 10 minutes before we've even gone on air. Like, you don't have a theme tune.
I don't have a theme tune, I don't wear headphones.
Exactly.
Ian wears headphones with a preamp. He's got 3 midgets just brought in his backline. Right? They're called Dog, Mongo and Blitzkrieg. Got Blitzkriegers up there, they're eating a banana. He is the king of rock, the new king of rock.
Well,
the prince, he's the prince of rock. Obviously Vance is the king of rock. But we'll be doing that, we're working out who. Over this, and by the way, Camfield, I don't want the Ian Camfield that does XFM and going, and it's fast approaching 1:23, here's Ash. I want the Camfield that goes, I snorted ants with Lemmy. Okay? So, we want the real Camfield.
Alright, I bought in Metal Christmas, is that alright? That's my only request from this show, that we do play Paul Di'Anno's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The rest of it's up to you.
Yeah, we're going to play some Christmas tunes, we're going to play some, our favourite hits of the year, but mainly, this is the rock programme. This is the rock programme.
What worries me, Rick, is there's a lot of people who listen to our show and they're not regular XFM listeners, they just kind of crawl
They're
out
not regular people.
Stupid on a Saturday afternoon, put the show on, so they might not be familiar with
Ian Camfield is a young man, he's been in, he's been in radio, it's weird, he's 14, but he's been in radio for 15 and a half years. He was weaned on the milk of a Vance, right? And he's going to be the new rock god, aren't you?
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah. No DJ Camfield. Just go, right? And over the 2 hours, I want to work out the 4 pillars of rock, right? I want 4 names, 4 pillars of rock, right? Huge rock pillars, and then I want the king who stands astride them like the archangel of metal. So we'll be asking Ian, every few minutes we're asking, right, who's your first pillar of rock? And then, keeping the one that stands astride them. Okay?
And how many do we need?
Well, we need 5 names then, don't we? The 4 pillars of rock and who stands astride them.
Right, okay. Like the Overlord with his Axe Attack albums.
Yeah. This is Oasis. Christmas.
Oasis version of Merry Christmas, Everyone. It's Christmas. It seems only appropriate that we play the occasional Christmas tune. There aren't many decent ones.
We will be playing the greatest, not just Christmas, one of the greatest songs of all time, but certainly the greatest Christmas tune of all time, Fairy Tale in New York.
Is that going to be the version done by, what's his name, out of Boyzone?
Has he done one?
Yeah. Because he's lived a hard rock and roll life.
What's his name?
What is his name?
Ronan Keating?
Yeah.
He wasn't bad on Room 101, actually. I think he's lightened up a little bit.
Good luck to him.
Yeah. No, it's
well.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, Canfield, I'm sure you can, you've probably got experiences of your own that you might want to talk about, but people ask me what Ricky's like in real life. And I don't want to get grotesque. It's Christmas, people are listening, people are eating sandwiches, but he has a flatulence problem. I don't know if you're aware of this.
It's not a problem.
Right. Well, it is for us. It is for us.
Yeah.
I think the problem with Ricky is Ricky hates to miss out on anything. He's terrified that there's going to be something going on that he's missing out on. A conversation, a joke, someone falling over, you know. And so he daren't spend any time in the lavatory because any period of time he spends in there, he could be missing out on some fun. So he kind of tries to get his lavatory, occupying time down to a minimum, an absolute minimum. Plenty of pissing, there's loads of that, but none of the other activity. Really, I mean, you keep that really. It's like you're in, you're out. Sometimes I don't think you've done the full job, Rick.
Yeah.
And today, I'll tell you this, my eyes were bleeding. It's intense. It's just a word of warning, because the kitchen at XFM is out of bounds now. No one's going in there until the new year.
A to J in the library.
A to J in the record library. I'll tell you this, I don't know if like Tony Blackburn's in the building.
His wig will fall off.
But seriously,
not that he wears a wig. He doesn't wear a wig.
But if he's going down there, maybe he wants to play some Beach Boys. I mean, seriously, forget I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Forget you might have survived in the jungle, Tony. But you get down there, mate.
Tony, would you rather eat a plate of maggots or go and get Beach Boys?
Exactly.
They say A to J. Oh, pop pickers.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
It is absolutely extraordinary down there.
Oh,
so I'll just be warned.
But it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Why would Blackburn be listening to this?
I don't know, he's probably doing a bit of Christmas shopping.
Sure.
And he's out and about with probably got his little, personal stereo on.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll listen to the boys at XFM. Exactly. And Canfield, what do you think of it so far?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not Vance, is it? Okay, who is secured as one of the pillars of rock?
Lemmy.
Of course he is.
Never changes his boots. 2 pairs of trousers. 3 shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
And he just alternates them, does he?
Yeah,
so he might have the same pair of trousers for 2 weeks, but the
is it true his rider is a bottle of Jack Daniels and 40 Marlboro?
No, it's like one of those 100 packs.
No.
Yeah. One of the 100 packs of Marlboro, and he keeps them stuck in his boots, which don't change. Actually, I think I'm right in saying that one of the 2 left boots as well, because one of them did break, and he had 2 pairs, but he's now only got 1. But he's got the.
Well, Lemmy, that is Lemmy then. Lemmy is one of the pillars of rock. What would Phil Lynott get anywhere near this?
Yeah, he would have done.
Let's play some Lizzie then. Don't believe a word. Thin Lizzy on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, and over there, Campbell's.
Is that your impression of me?
Yeah.
The rock one's better.
The rock one's better.
Yeah, you shouldn't try and be a DJ.
Yeah. Growing up with Diano Tuesday night.
Ian, I know you're keen to know this, Rick. What are your thoughts on XFM? Let's get behind the facade of Campbell.
Yeah. What do you think about this? Because we used to have, some conversations,
You've been with XFM since the beginning, haven't you?
I've been here forever, yeah. It's all right, isn't it? I mean, it's not quite magic.
Well,
got me eyes on the big 105.4, obviously, eventually.
What, magic?
Yeah.
Now, do you think you want to do like a rock programme on something like Virgin or Radio 1 eventually?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
What do you want to do then? What do you want to do?
I want to start playing stuff like the Eagles and Steely Dan and Bruce Hornsby in the Range, truth be known.
But you'd have to go quite mainstream.
Like in your bedroom?
But on what sort of platform though? Because the good thing about those is they are really popular. They are. I mean, I think the Eagles' greatest hits is the biggest selling album of all time now. It's overtaken Thriller.
Yeah.
So I mean, those.
What are you saying? Iron Maiden aren't popular? Like what I play now?
Are actually popular, but they've got a very
Slipknot,
tight
Fear
fan base.
Factory.
I mean, Iron Maiden can go to #1 with just their fans buying it and then slip away again, can't they?
Yeah.
But everyone sort of likes the Eagles, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I think still So you could get on sort of like Radio 2 maybe, the rock programme on Radio 2. Who does it at the moment? Is there one?
No, there's not one. I should do a demo, maybe.
Okay, well let's
I love the way we're talking about my career and other radio stations I could work for. Do you know something I don't?
No,
I'm just saying that this
going on the tube, isn't it? It's going on the tube. I mean, you're going to be like, I mean, you'd abandon the sinking ship, wouldn't you? You wouldn't hang around, would you? You wouldn't fiddle as Rome Byrne.
I mean, we got a couple of pies cooking in the States, so we're not going to be here to keep it afloat.
No,
the weekends.
But we want to take the good guys with us.
Right.
So when this crumbles and they make it into a car park for Capital, I want to see you on Radio 2 Friday nights 10 till 12, pure rock.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right, well that's the pitch, isn't it? Friday nights 10 to 12, pure rock.
Okay, if anyone's listening to the BBC, it's Canfield. He is the new Vance.
Molten metal, maybe.
Molten metal. That's good.
My only concern with TV work for Ian is he doesn't look like the obvious rocker. I mean, people are listening, they probably imagine he's got the long, greasy hair.
But that's the modern look.
T-shirt.
Lots of modern bands now, they've got,
I'm not slagging off, I'm just saying I wonder if the
they've got
fans...
short hair. It's not all long hair and strange beards and tattoos.
No, the days of them all looking like Lemmy and smelling like Ricky are well and truly gone, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever had the long hair? Have you ever gone in for that?
No.
Never tried that?
No. But I've got bullet belts and stuff like that.
You're right.
You know, if you'd have wanted me to dress up, I would have dressed up and brought CDs. I mean, obviously I should have prepared more for this show.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're going to play some classic rock, aren't we? I think we're going to play The Who. And we got Jump, Van Halen, that's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I've got that about 5 times on every Driving album I brought in for you.
Okay, and so...
Are we going to play Since You've Been Gone?
Yes. Yeah. What's next?
British Sea Power.
Yeah, I think we should play a couple of singles that we've enjoyed over the last year or so, and this is one of them. Carry On, play it, Canfield.
And don't forget, Paul Di'Anno and Santa Claus is Coming to Town is coming on as well.
Paul Di'Anno doesn't snort ants, he snorts anteaters.
Carry On from British Sea Power on XFM 104.9. Not bad at all. Now, listen, we should just point out to people that Karl's away. You know, we always slag him off because he provides very little.
And he's an idiot.
Well, exactly, to be fair. But he's obviously off in Lanzarote, and he's forgotten to tell us what the password is for our email, Rick.
Idiot.
So we can't get into the email. So we're going to have to use Ian's email instead. ian.canfield@xfm.co.uk if you want to get in touch.
You're never going to have so many emails, Ian.
Really?
Yeah, you're going to be looking at them all week. It's going to be brilliant for you. You're going to feel really popular. You know what? He described Karl as a bald little mank twat.
Nice.
Karl was going, brilliant. Is that allowed? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Bless him. Bald little mank twat is back on the 3rd, isn't he?
Well, if there's one thing that magazine's
Well, was he suggesting you can't be regionalist?
What?
Was he suggesting you can't be regionalist? Was that allowed?
No, I just think it's a familiarity of, it's just because we call him a bald little mank twat, that a national magazine can say that. Oh, bless his little round head. Wonder what he's doing now. He's sitting in the ash, reading his reading his ritual book. Yeah, he spent a week when he went to where was it, St. Lucia. He spent a week, right, throwing sand at crabs.
Yeah. I don't think they've even got crabs, have they, over there?
No, I don't know what he's to do. What is he going to do? Suzanne, what is she going to do?
He's going to be whinging.
But it's sort of like, Karl must be like, you must like, sit him in front of a video while you go and make the dinner or something.
Yeah.
It must be a nightmare taking a pet. She got a little harness for him.
To be fair though, Rick, I mean, I can't imagine you're much better on holiday. I've always wondered what that must be like. Because you always need an audience. You've always got to have someone around that you can perform for, drop your trousers for. Annoy, just generally sing and dance about. And Jane's seen it all. She's bored of you. So what, do you just do this to other people on the beach? Holiday Americans, it is me. You can't believe your luck, Ricky Gervais. What, do you want me to annoy you? Yeah, exactly.
I can annoy you for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because then I'll get bored myself. I'll tell you what, I want some ads, and after that, the Fairy Tale in New York. XFM Hoax, featuring Kirsty McCall and a Fairy Tale of New York. Brilliant. On XFM 104.9.
That's the song I think that single-handedly keeps Shane MacGowan in gin for another year.
It must do well.
I'm sure it does.
I absolutely love it. I still love it. I saw it on Top of the Pops too. And it's just brilliant. I mean, he wasn't great at miming, but it didn't bother me.
Sure.
It was miming to a different song.
Yeah, in his head. It was great.
I had a little visit in the week, Rick. I think I missed a little Christmas visit from, I know he's a friend of yours. He's a friend of he's a friend of the nation.
Go on.
TV illusionist Darren Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's bought a new pad.
Yeah.
And he just came out to tell me about it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because
somewhere to keep his guns.
Exactly. And you never know kind of how much he's just playing with your mind, experimenting. But he was telling me about the place, and apparently
he loves you.
he's got a B-day in the house. Now we were discussing B-days because
never understood that.
I've never got my head around it. To this day,
he's not meant to.
Well, no, but I don't think I've ever met anyone who's used a B-day.
Oh, Darren Brown does. He's known as the cleanest arse in Modern Magic. Shiny arse, they call him.
But because we were chatting about it, I don't really know. To be truthful, I don't really know how you use them. I don't know.
Well, I assume you just sort of go over it and let...
But do you face the wall with your knees on the tiles?
No,
or do you
I
face
think
away
you
from them?
No, it's sort of like you just... I don't...
And
no.
it's got the little...
Do you sit on it, or do you sort of hover above it?
Do you hover above it and just splash things onto them?
No, it's a little jet, isn't it? It does it for you, doesn't it?
But is there a jet? This is what I'm wondering. Is there a jet of water that goes up the crap?
It's like a drinking fountain.
That's
used to have in school.
Yeah.
Which I remember Mr. Mellows used to embarrass himself every time. I go, no, he's in the middle of labour, Mr. Mellows.
Yeah.
It's not a B-day.
We're not at your French, cottage again.
Yeah. B-day sounds French.
Well, I'm assuming it's French.
After, they're probably so embarrassed about just like squatting over a hole.
Yeah.
They go, well, at least we can clean it.
Have they? Because I haven't been to France for years. But are they still persevering with the
They're still going. They're still. I think they have got.
Has a single Frenchman travelled anywhere else in the world?
Yeah.
And seen that now.
This is uncomfortable. I know. My trousers go down.
To Delhi, and I think there's probably decent porcelain.
I know. I can't believe it. I think they have got the flush ones now, mainly for the tourists.
Sure. Yeah.
But I've never really understood that.
But it's not. You don't go in. It's not like because they're literally crapping into an open sewer, aren't they? That's the French approach to the public lavatory. Do they have the bidet next to the hole?
No. The toilet is a toilet, isn't it?
Right.
But it's just like. It's sort of like it's like going in the bottom of a shower with a big hole at the bottom. But I don't know.
Just do you? I mean, again, not wishing to get graphic, but do you use the bidet instead of the toilet paper? Is it used in conjunction with?
Do you know what? I've honestly never used a bidet.
Because it's not really a working class thing, is it? The bidet.
No, but when it sort of came in with sort of like purpose-built houses, didn't it? They sort of like shot up all over the. No pun intended. All over the sort of 70s. You know what I mean? It was like in salmon pink. There was toilet, sink, and bidet.
Yeah.
We won't be using the bidet.
Exactly.
Fill it with ice. Put some beer in that.
Yeah.
Because none of my friends washes their arse.
There are people who refuse to touch their, the hole with the hands, and they only use a bidet. So if they're at a party and there's no bidet.
Well, Carl doesn't like feeding his bollocks for cancer because he says he doesn't like the texture of them.
Sure.
Well, so so he'd probably love a bidet if he didn't have to go.
kind of upper-class women who just waddle into the dining room with trousers around their ankles going, where's the bidet? Mr. Filthy.
Where's the bidet?
I don't know.
We used the paper. The what?
I think the fish was off. I'm going berserk up there.
Get me a bidet.
Yeah, why don't you lie on the floor?
Or I am climbing into the sink and turning the tap upside down. It's the only way I can do it. Yeah. B-day. Thoughts on B-days?
Have you ever used one?
Well, no, you told me all this, but you still haven't got to the bottom of how you use them.
No, I
don't know.
I don't know how to use it.
Do they come... I asked Darren Brown, does it come with, like, instructions, like a flat pack?
I think you're supposed to know. I think you're supposed to... if you've bought a bidet, the assumption is you know how to use it.
Imagine someone installing it and going, there you go, there's a bidet. You go, could you show me how to use it? Well, you like this? Well, no, let's go to the toilet first. Do the whole thing, otherwise I won't learn content.
I'll just sit here in the corner, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you read a magazine when you're normally going?
Well, I do, but I don't really want to do it with you here, but how will I know?
Exactly. I need to know how you transport yourself from the lavatory to the bidet.
Do you remember when we were trying to offer Carl money to have a shower with Johnny?
Yeah. just some of the highlights of the year.
That's a weird thing to do. Yeah. We nearly had him there, and then he didn't want us to watch.
Yeah.
We said, well, how do we know that you've done it or not? Yeah. He went, you are definitely bent. That's his conclusion. And what have we got lined up?
Well, hang on, let's just say, if anyone's got any idea sort of how to use a bidet...
Any idea for anything to talk about on this show?
Well, that doesn't involve crapping.
Yeah, we've done that. We haven't done Little Chinese Fellas or the Gays yet. That's still to come in the second hour.
Ian.Camfield@xfm.co.uk if you've got any thoughts on bidets or just, lavatories generally. Richard Ashcroft on XFM, Check the Meaning. I think it was out this year and we enjoyed it. So I
certainly had a thought then that, someone like Richard Ashcroft, it was really cool. I mean, I think one of our greatest rock and rollers, really. He writes great tunes, does great albums. The Verve, already in history. I just suddenly thought of him listening to this and thinking, I wish they wouldn't play my songs because I don't want to be associated with that drivel. Most people get a buzz out of it, get it on the radio. Do you think people say, don't let Gervais...
Guilty by association.
Do you know what I mean? I love that song. I love Check the Meaning. I thought it was a lovely song. And he's thinking, they're going to sound it and talk about little gay Chinese fellas and B-days. Yeah. And it's going to make me look
What worries me, Rick, is that they'll...
And underneath, it was like a little head with his teeth. Underneath, he put a sign that said real teeth. Where did he get the real teeth from?
What I think is interesting about that is how much therapy it provides for these often mentally unstable people, which is another important value of art, of course. People's self-expression, people being able to give a little piece of themselves through their work. Do you not see any value in that? How do you express yourself?
Whistle.
You whistle.
Yeah, I found over Christmas I whistled a lot more than I usually do. And I think that was just freedom.
What do you mean freedom?
Right,
freedom.
expand on this point if you would.
Well, that's what art is, isn't it? It's you being free of all the world's heaviness on your shoulders.
See, that's a great quote, that. That's great, that. For art is freedom. I love that, because I think you've really hit on something there.
Would you include the free of all the world's heaviness?
Well, I know what you meant. I know what you meant there.
Would you include that one in it?
I mean, I would include the world's heaviness in my freedom. You know, some artists are attracted to the dark side, the heaviness of the world.
But I just want to return to you whistling as your artistic expression of freedom. I mean, why did you find yourself whistling more?
That's what was weird.
So just take us through a typical day. When would the whistling begin?
So this was that you spent Christmas down in Kent with Suzanne and her parents. Yeah. Could I suggest something? Your freedom was thinking, I'm in my own place now. I'm going to annoy them.
Well, it was mainly it's when we were playing Scrabble. And they were taking ages to have their go, and couldn't have the radio on because the boiler affects the radio.
You've got boiler problems down in Kent as well?
It works, it just gives something off. Every time it kicks in, the radio goes all staticky.
Right.
So I just was sort of supplying the soundtrack.
And what kind of things would you be whistling?
It was like, I just sort of did a whistle medley. It was going from one thing to another.
A wedley.
And a man was impressed. She was like, oh, you can whistle, can't you? And then she was saying, how loud can you go? And just doing all different levels.
Sorry, this sounds like a scene from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The boiler's setting off the radio. I can whistle. Oh, you're good whistling, aren't you? Oh, yes, Scrabble. Talk about outsider art.
I love the fact that Carl's life is like living in a home when you're in your 80s.
Yeah.
But you felt that this was your way of expressing yourself.
I just found it odd because I don't whistle that much. I think just because I think I'm fed up most of the time when I'm in London. And you don't whistle when you're fed up. Whistling's a happy thing. You never get an angry man suddenly breaking into a
Well,
whistle.
the people who aren't whistling are usually pissed off. But yeah, the bloke who's whistling, it's like, it's the least, he's the least annoyed person in the room when someone's whistling. Same as holding a drill. The only person that noise doesn't annoy is the bloke who's drilling. Everyone else wants to punch his face in. Same with whistling. Whistling, there's no point in whistling.
No, there is.
No, there's not.
I don't know. I mean, our window cleaner was known as like, that's how you knew he was there. He always whistled. And in the end, he fell off his ladder, broke his front teeth, retired.
Well, because he couldn't whistle?
That was it. It was like...
Well, yeah, he whistled all the time.
Can't whistle, can't clean windows. It's a bit tragic.
Could he take along a whistle? Just pop that in his mouth?
Yeah, I suppose he could have done. Didn't think of that.
What about a flute? Or a recorder? Not London's burning again. Fucking clean the windows and then fuck off.
He didn't really think this through, did he? He retired at the age of 28. And his whole family were bankrupt.
With no teeth.
Yeah.
And just a bucket and a
Why are you
squeegee.
working, Dad? Because I can't whistle.
I can't whistle anymore. And if the day you give up whistling is the day I give up window cleaning.
So you never whistle?
No.
I can't really whistle very well. No.
I don't whistle, but I can whistle better than that.
What, you did this for hours on end while playing Scrabble?
About 2 hours.
2 hours?
Put my word down.
And this, sorry, can we just hear that again? Just hear it.
So you were whistling after you had your go as well?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Carl.
But hang on, let's just hear a bit. That is Karl's self-expression. That is his artistic self-expression right there.
A name, no tune, no nothing.
There's mental patients who have smeared canvases with shit who have expressed more than you have in that.
Yeah, but it's not about other people. I'm not there to please other people.
You're there to annoy them.
What was the best word you came up with in Scrabble?
Don't knock me at Scrabble, because I do all right. What's weird is, when I play Scrabble, my brain can come up with words that I don't normally say.
Okay, this isn't... No, I'm going to cheat here. Your brain can come up with words you wouldn't normally say.
Just words that I'd never drop into a sentence.
Tree, cat.
Go on.
Squirm. That's using a Q. It's worth 10, that. It's not bad, is it? No, I'd never say that.
I don't think I've ever heard you say squirm, no. I don't think you're right, Carl. I've never heard you say squirm.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
And yet your brain popped that one out?
And then, yeah, when it wasn't I go, just... Anyway, so that's sort of doing art for yourself as opposed for other people.
I don't think you can count what you just did then as art. Hobby maybe, craft, pastime. I don't think you can count that as art. I'm not being funny. I'm being a bit snobby here. But I think there's a difference between Beethoven and... Squirm. There's a Q in that. Robert Nozick did this thing that if you could go into a flotation tank and you led a whole virtual life and it was the best life possible, you did exactly what you've always wanted. You became...
Am I having them, or are they imaginary?
They're imaginary, but you can't tell the difference. It's the best packet of munchies we ever had. I love the fact that you went into the flotation tank and your one proviso was, are munchies as good?
Yeah.
No, I'm just taking it back to basics.
That is right. Basic,
You've got to pre-program your life. That's where you'd start, is it? Munchies must always taste magnificent.
Well, it's just that if you can still enjoy the basic things in life, then that's when you can't go wrong.
You do. You enjoy them. It's the life you'd ever want to live, and you're living it. Sorry,
Bit dangerous.
Why? Go on. Why?
Just I don't know, because sometimes I think things don't happen for the best, right?
Right.
Sometimes you can sort of think, oh, I'll enjoy that if that happens. And then it doesn't happen, and you've had time to think about...
but this is perfect. No, this is built in, because whatever happens is for the best. So not only when you're in this flotation tank are you enjoying yourself, the things just keep getting better or staying as good.
You never have a bad day?
You never have a bad day.
But how long would that last for before you go fed up with this?
Well, why would you get fed up with it? Because you do something else. It's the perfect life.
Bear in mind, you're not aware that you're in the flotation tank. You've made that deal, but then once you're in there, you don't know, you're not aware of being in the flotation tank. You're living your life and it's perfect. You're happy. Well, we don't know how you would be happy. You just have munchies every day and...
Well, yeah, you get in it then. Get in it. If you don't know you've got in this tank, if I somehow go to bed at night, someone injects me in the head, and then they go, right, stick him in the tank now, and then I wake up, packet of munchies there, sun's out, Suzanne goes, oh, it's a nice day, we'll go and do something nice. Right. You're meant to be at work. She goes, no, I don't have to go in today.
Right.
All right, let's go out then.
Now, what's interesting there is that within this scenario, I gave you any life, you could do anything, and you chose the exact life you've got now, except Suzanne's got a day off. Now, I both love that.
Well, I was a bit suspicious, though, that she's just taking a day off.
No way, it's not happening now. It's not really happening. You can do anything you like. But I like the fact now you can question it and you're not in the tank, and why has Suzanne got a day off, right? Now, I love that, because that suggests to me that you're a nice, happy, satisfied, whatever you want to do it, contented person who's got the perfect life. However, it's almost like you haven't fully understood the possibilities. For example, you wake up, there's the munchies, sunny day, Suzanne's not at work, you go, why aren't you at work? She goes to you, hold on, then why are you flying? And you go, I just can. But you hadn't even thought that maybe you could fly or swim or hold your breath.
You just got some munchies for breakfast.
Hang on a minute, this is day one.
Oh, okay.
When you go on holiday,
like
I said before, you don't turn up and go, right, it's 1 o'clock, jet ski for half an hour, bungee jumping 40 minutes after that, let's have a nice roti, and, try a little cocktail.
And what do you do? What do you do when you arrive there?
When you get there, The fella takes your case to the room.
Right.
You have that panic of, am I going to give him too much money? I don't know the currency well enough yet. I don't know how much
More
things
information
are.
than we asked for.
No.
And the most mundane scenario I've ever heard.
No, but this is what happens in real life.
Okay, you're just telling us what happens when you go on holiday. What's your point?
Okay.
Because you don't want fun all in one go. You want to build to it, because that's sometimes part of it.
Right, yeah,
Right.
okay.
So-
Anticipation, yeah, good, yeah.
That little bit.
Yeah.
It's about things taking time, isn't it, and looking back at the journey and going,
Yeah.
how did I get here?
Okay, well, can I ask a question? Because, sorry, what I'm fascinated to know is, if you decided to sign up to the float tank idea, okay, you can design your perfect life.
But I prefer not to know I'm doing it.
No, you won't
know.
know. But I
You
want to
won't
ask
know.
this question. Imagine Ricky and I are the doctors, okay? We can put you in this tank. All we need to know from you now is what your perfect life is. So we're going to program it in the computer. You're going to wake up tomorrow. You won't know this conversation's happened. You'll have the perfect life. What, if you don't mind, we're going to take notes now. What is the perfect life? You're still obviously living with Suzanne.
We've got
but
munches,
what else?
we've got munches and we've got sunshine.
But what else would you like in your magical life your ultimate life?
Yeah, I don't like this idea of suddenly Suzanne's never at work. I just think you need a bit of the badness to have the goodness.
Right.
But the difference is, when I next get British Gas round, they go, oh, Mr. Pilkington, yes, the boiler is fixed.
have a virtual life, so his boiler's fixed.
No,
so your boiler still goes wrong in your dream, but it gets fixed.
But you don't even need a boiler. You can be the perfect temperature all the
This isn't
time.
the anymore. I don't like the idea of too much change. I don't want that much of a change.
But you
to my life.
won't realise, it won't feel like change.
Yeah, but it's that old chestnut, isn't it? It's the thing of, like, what's my problem then? You've got
Right.
the problem gene in your head. You've got to fill it with a problem.
Yeah, he's not a geneticist.
Got the problem hole in your head.
No, it's
Got
not.
a problem hole in your head. Shut up, Ricky. Let him say what he needs to say. He's got a problem hole in his head.
He's got a problem hole in his head. It's called his mouth.
Yes.
Right, that is your problem hole.
So, if someone comes up and they go, I've fixed your boiler.
Sorry, could I just ask
No, let him speak.
Let me ask one question, Steve. Is the problem hole different from the problem gene, or is that a new term for...
No, you put things through the problem hole and they end up in the problem gene. You feed something in the problem hole.
Is that right, Carl?
It goes through the problem tube into the problem gene.
Okay, so it's down the problem conduit. Okay, go on. Right. So it's better to have... You've got a problem hole in your head. Right.
Yeah. So you stuff in a problem into the problem hole.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Now, all the little problems can't get in because of the big problem.
Right. Is that good or bad? It's a
But
good
that's
thing
not
to
true,
know.
is
The
it?
problem hole is a standard size on everyone.
Right, no, but that's...
Shut up, Ricky. Let him explain.
Now, Ricky, I'd say his problems are not even problems.
Well, how big's his problem hole?
Same size as mine.
Same size as
okay.
yours.
But his problems are all little ones. They're like, you've got like a load of Skittles, I've got a big cream egg.
Right, but why...
Shut up! Let him
but-
speak. He's
but-
just expanding on his idea. Why
But
do you
what is
keep
his
interrupting?
problem? What is your problem that's so big
Okay.
compared to my little
Those
Skittles?
are the problems. You get stressed out about things that I'm like, what's up with you? You get annoyed easily with stuff. People chewing loudly, or someone breathing loudly, or someone coughing. Whereas I'm like, that doesn't matter. Like you say, to you, the boiler is like, get it ripped out, put a new one in. It's not as easy as that.
It
And that's why the problem ball is growing.
He's got a gene, a ball and a hole.
So the problem
No
ball-
wonder there's no fucking room for a brain.
Right, shut up. Let me ask, I want to clarify this. The problem ball exists in life. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It has to go through the problem hole, down the problem tube, into
And
the problem
bounce
gene.
into the problem gene.
Right, now then. So you've got the problem ball. Everyone's problem hole is the same size.
Okay.
But some people's problems are smaller, so they can slip straight into the problem hole.
I've got a question, Stephen.
Wait.
And listen, has anyone got a pair of problem balls? Or is it always just...
Can ladies have a pair of problem balls?
No, because Hitler had one problem ball, didn't he? But could anyone ever have a pair of problem balls, is my question to you.
But and some people's problem balls are much bigger than others, or in other words, right?
Yeah,
Right.
depending on the problem.
So you could have a pair of problem balls and one problem hole.
The way I'm
If you,
saying...
supposing I came to you and said, listen,
But a man starving in a foreign country might have huge problem balls.
he might have, but if I went to a doctor and said, I've got a problem hole, and the doctor said, well, let me see it, and he said, well, let me see your problem hole, and hanging down in front of my problem hole was a huge pair of problem balls, what would he treat first?
is my question.
Well, would he look into the problem hole?
He said, he'd say, take your problem jeans off. Right? I want to see your problem hole clearly.
But he would put his hand or his finger into the problem hole to try and remove the problem ball, wouldn't he?
He could feel the problem balls, but he'd have to insert his finger in the problem hole, wouldn't he?
Right.
Okay, so Karl, go on then.
I'll just get in the tank.
What do you do towards enjoying your life?
I don't normally enjoy the thing when I'm doing it, it's after. It's like that holiday. When I was on
What do you mean
holiday.
you don't enjoy the thing when you're doing it, it's after? What's an example of not enjoying the thing at the moment but you do after?
You didn't enjoy the holiday?
Say like the holiday. I've just
So you
been
enjoyed
away.
coming off holiday? What?
I want to hear it. You enjoyed the holiday. You didn't enjoy the
When
holiday.
I'm there, I had fleas biting me.
Yeah.
I had mosquitoes biting me.
Yeah.
There was a funny smell of damp in the bathroom. I was worrying, getting in the sea, thinking, is the stonefish in it? Right? Now, you've got all that going on.
Yeah.
When you get back, you forget about the damp smell. You forget about the fleas because the bites have gone. They're not as much of a problem.
Yeah.
So then your brain starts going, well, hang on, what did I enjoy? And you go, I enjoyed the dorada fish I had that I've never eaten.
Yeah.
That's an experience. At the time, I wasn't enjoying it because I'm thinking, when I get back, I'm going to have fleas on me again.
Yeah.
Now, when I get a menu given to me in a restaurant, I go, right, what am I going to do here?
Yeah.
Right, well, when I came here, I thought I'd have some lamb chops. You've got lamb chops, great. Wonder how much to give you, because I quite fancy this pudding they've got.
Right.
Now, I have the lamb chops, it comes with extra veg. I eat it, I enjoy it. The pudding I wanted, it's gone out the window, I've got no room for it now.
Yeah.
But you enjoyed the lamb chops.
You enjoyed the lamb chops, you can only get packed so much. If you're enjoying all your life all the time, there's no point in regretting anything.
That's just greed.
No, but I was looking forward to the pudding.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten all the veg.
Yeah, but I was enjoying it at that point.
But then you take the pleasure that you had at that point.
No, because I wanted a pudding.
Yeah,
But you didn't want a pudding, or you've had a pudding.
No, because I would have had it for the sake of having it. And then it's
Yeah,
ruined.
but I don't know what the whinge is there. You had a lovely meal, you had some lovely lamb chops, you enjoyed the hour.
Because when I read that they had like profiteroles on there,
Yeah.
I thought I fancy a couple of them.
Yeah,
And the chance has gone. I'm probably not coming back to this restaurant now.
Yeah, but you haven't missed a chance. You had the chance, you didn't want to take it because you were full up with lovely lamb.
It's
What's
not
the
like you
problem?
didn't.
I had a spicy sausage.
Right.
Now, the problem was, I was enjoying it, but I thought this is the spiciest sausage I've ever eaten.
Right.
Now, I could only enjoy that the next day night when I knew that it's gone through my body, there hasn't been a problem. So that was a nice sausage, I'd have one of them again. Right.
That was a nice sausage! But then the next time, surely you'd be enjoying it, because you wouldn't have the trauma of the next night, because you'd lived through it, and now you're just enjoying
But
the
the
lovely
problem-
spiciness and the sausaginess of the spicy sausage.
Yeah, but the problem is, once you've enjoyed something, it's very difficult to replace what you got from that spicy sausage the first time.
Then why are you looking forward to having another one?
Because let me tell you,
Go on.
Auntie Nora, I've told you she prepares all the food, right? She's got them all in bags in a freezer, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right.
Now, what she normally does, she makes a big pot of curry.
Right.
She goes, what I'll do, I'll pop that in the Monday bag and I'll pop it in the Thursday bag. It's the same curry. Now, she has it on the Monday.
Yeah.
She loves it. She thinks I got the mix just right there. The spices are good. The chicken was tasty.
I'm looking forward to Thursday.
I'm looking forward to Thursday. I can't wait for Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll call her up on the Thursday evening. I'll go, how was the curry that you had on Monday that you said you were having again on Thursday that you enjoyed? Didn't enjoy it. Why is that? Don't know. Just want the same. She was expecting too much. And that's the problem. If I had that spicy sausage again, he's never going to live up to it. So forget the spicy sausage. I've had it, I've experienced it.
So you never
Someone
know.
says, well, it depends.
So do you have anything twice, ever?
Maybe not.
But this is insane, Karl, because aside from you and your Auntie Norma and presumably all the other Pilkington clan, or all as weird as one another, why you phone her up and ask her what she's having for tea, I don't know.
Yeah, that's one thing.
What, and
That
that's
shows
not
you
only what it's actually what you're going to do on Thursday as well. I'll make a note of it in the Auntie Norma food diary.
That's proof that you really aren't enjoying your life.
Exactly.
To go, right, oh, fucking
Well,
hell.
what else do you say?
But
to
then
other
he's
people?
phoning her up again late on the Friday to find out how the Thursday curry went down.
I know, exactly. Yeah.
That's too cool, isn't that?
Unbelievable.
Well, it's just
read her journal.
No, the question is it better to enjoy something once and not again than not at all?
But you're an
What do you mean?
idiot because you're the
That's
only
not
person who experiences this.
That's not the choice. That's not the choice for normal people. You can either never enjoy summer or only enjoy it once. You can enjoy things loads of times.
you can't.
That's what a hobby is. A hobby is enjoying things over and over again.
I haven't got a hobby, have I? That's why. I've had loads of hobbies in the past. I did the dancing, I did the boxing, I did... what else have I done?
That is it. I think that's what.
But that's what I'm saying now, I soon get bored. And it's like how you enjoy, I love munchies.
Yeah.
But I always enjoy the last one more than...
Well, that doesn't make sense. That goes totally counter to your argument.
No, because it's from one packet.
What?
It's from one packet.
What difference does that make? The first one should be your favourite.
So hold on. So if you do have one munchie, I'll go, here's a munchie, mate. You go, I'm not going to take one unless I can have all of them, particularly the last one.
But what is...
Well, no, I'd like to have them all, please.
What? No, you can't have them all. Don't be so greedy. Have one munchie. Have the first munchie. There you go.
I'm going to have one, and I'm going to get a taste for them, and I'll probably want another.
Well, no, they're my munchies, though, aren't they?
I'll keep them, though, forget it.
Well, look, so you'd rather have no munchies than one munchie?
I'll go and buy a packet. I'd prefer to go, do you know what? I fancy a packet of them.
But why do you enjoy why do you enjoy the last munchie more than the first? Whereas you enjoy the first curry, but not the second curry.
But it's the last one.
Because I'm eating them all in one sitting. I'm not going, that's for Monday, that's for Tuesday, that's for Wednesday. I'm talking about a packet of munchies.
Right.
I eat them. There's probably about 12 in a packet.
Okay.
I shove the first 4 in without even thinking what I'm eating.
You shoved the first 4 in!
Without even thinking about what I'm getting.
Now, then, when you're getting towards the end, you make them last more, you might bite the top of them. You look what's inside them, you go, I'm liking this.
But hold on, what, every time?
What, every time you buy a packet of munchies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on, though, you must enjoy a packet of munchies regularly, then?
Not as often as you think.
Well, I don't know. Well, as often as I think, I don't know. So tell me how often you enjoy a packet of munchies.
Normally after sort of, maybe once a month.
So, every month, you look forward to a lovely packet of munchies. And the same experience.
Yeah, but at the end, I like the last one.
The only thing you enjoy, look forward to enjoy, and it fulfills all those expectations is a fucking packet of munchies once a month. Fuck me. What do you think happiness is?
Again, you only know the happiness because of the badness. You've got to be yin and yang.
Well, I know what you mean there. I agree with you on this because it's sort of no good to be handed it on a plate. I mean, just from my own experience, working for someone does feel better because you've got a pride and a satisfaction. I genuinely think it's better to start a business, struggle, go bust, come back, than win the lottery.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that.
But you need the mixture, don't you? So you find out what your favourite thing is. It's like a bag of Rebels.
Yeah, but you can't cherish guilt or shame.
Did you just say life is like a bag of Revels? Isn't that dangerously close to life's like a box of chocolates?
And Forrest Gump over there, yeah. Jesus.
No, but it is, isn't it? There's one or two in there that I don't like.
Like what?
The raisin.
No.
With chocolate.
Yeah, no.
Now, what I'm saying
metaphorically, what's the... Like,
yeah, well, I'm
actually
using...
named what Revel he doesn't like.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, because it works in life.
Go on, then.
But the Rebel
You like
is
raisins?
there.
Go on.
Well, maybe, if you have enough raisin ones,
Yeah.
you eventually go, do you know what? They're not that bad.
What?
And that's the thing in life.
Well, what would you have written to Jim will fix it to fix for you? What would have given you pleasure as a kid? Dear Jim, can you fix it for me to do what?
When I watched Jim Fix It as a kid, they never really lived up to what the kid wanted, did they?
But what would you have requested?
So I don't think I would, because I think I saw how disappointed most of the kids were.
God,
A kid like whistling, they brought out Roger Whittaker.
Yes, because they look at it and they go, can you fix it for me to go into space? No. Can I dance with Bananarama? No problem. That's the ones they pick.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't write in, because whatever you ask for, you're always going to get a watered-down version.
But if Jim could fix it for you to do anything, what would you have chosen?
There's not many things I wanted as a kid.
One thing. Just one thing. To choose one thing, please.
That my name was Brett.
I mean, it's extraordinary.
There was no predicting that.
Okay, you know what? I can make that dream come true for you right now, Brett.
We can just call you Brett from now on.
Not a problem, Brett.
Brett Pilkington.
It sounds good.
I love the fact that it's the Carl bit he wants to replace, not the fucking
No, but that
Pilkington.
doesn't work either, because like then
Why not, Brett?
I told my mum and dad that that's what I wanted. They started calling me that, but then I forgot that.
They went along with it.
Yeah,
So you said, Mum, Dad, call me Brett from now on. And they went, all right.
yeah, but then I kept forgetting that I was Brett, so I wasn't answering, so they went back to Carl.
It's amazing!
So you've had that dream come true.
Yeah, and it wasn't that good. And that's what I'm saying to you. Things never live up to what you want. Dreams, what are they? When I was on holiday recently, I got talking to an old fella, because where I went, it's mainly for old people. I got chatting with him. You could tell he had a lot